Mhm. How many times do I have to give Sonic Heroes so many chances to actually make like a good video that has something that's not just morally grandstanding, being like, I am the best person ever. Meanwhile, like he has a history of being kind of shitty.
So, after reading it, I thought it was pretty decent, but then I saw the reactions from people, and I decided to think about it some more. Is this apology even decent to begin with? Is it even a good apology? Does it address everything that needs to be addressed? What if I said it's not actually that good to begin with, and it's
Let me translate that for you. He thought it was good, then he let random people's reactions sway his opinion to now look at it in a different way. The reason that I say that is that that's very consistent with his personality. He was very swayed by the nominal dingus doc where he just believed it, and he made a whole nother video for another doc on kitten sneeze which didn't have any new information, and then he just randomly believed new information because people said it in outrage. But this also goes with his interaction with me, where for some reason he said he wanted a chat. I tried to get him into the chat, then he ran away twice. And then weeks later, literally a whole month later, he's like, "Oh yeah, now I'm ready." It's like, what do you mean that ship has sailed? So yeah, this seems like flip-flopping because it seems like this person rather not have the wrong opinion rather than actually having an opinion that is correct.
doesn't help that he's also in his 20s. This guy is a grown man. I expect him to act his age and act a lot more mature than most people.
Like he didn't understand the bare minimum of like what constitutes copyright and fair use. He doesn't know the terms of service of YouTube. He doesn't know what constitutes harassment. Like this guy, he's trying to make standards that he doesn't really hold himself. It's just really tiring, man. It's just so tired that he's constantly doing this where he has to appear so morally virtuous, but he's not.
Doesn't even bring up the drawings he made. What about that stuff, Jake? Why is that not in your response?
Because it doesn't matter. The only people that try to make it matter is people that try to farm outrage like you, that throw out all context and laws and everything, and just and societal standards, and just go, "Oh no, you must agree with me."
I can't blame anybody for feeling disgusted with this and being like, wow, Jake, this is really gross. Why would you say
I'm gonna have to just pause it right here and actually respond because for some reason he just loves to not read and then hopes his viewers not read to just grandstand. So let's actually read it through. So this is the screenshot that he provided saying those screenshots are from a conversation when I was 19. A friend had very recently been sexually assaulted and both parties involved were still trying to figure out how to explain what happened. Me and a friend have been trying to understand it all, and on rather it was to be labeled as rape or sexual assault. Google and older adults gave us conflicting and sometimes incorrect answers on this. But ultimately, I came to understand how incorrect and insensitive our conclusions were, and how we shouldn't have been speculating on details so much when our friend needed complete and total support. I have been I have long since apologized and discussed this with the victim, and we remain friends for years since. They have my unconditional love and support, and I'm glad they are in a much safer place now. I shall apologize once more for the heinous words and actions and anybody who was disturbed and felt unsafe reading them. I'd also encourage people to stop seeking out the victim and harassing them, as they have been getting harassed and threatened since the discussion started circulating. I apologize once more for the stress and concern brought to people close to me as well. It's almost eerily similar to what I concluded based off of what was said in the document that Kitten Sneeze gave, where it seemed like he was just given information, and from the evidence, it seems like they were just talking about it, and he didn't have the whole thing, and this is what led him to this, because he made conclusions based off of the information that was given. Over time, obviously, things would change as more evidence comes to light. But this is a normal human response. I don't know why he's trying to act like he's so disgusted with this person because the person made the wrong conclusion because they were trying to piece together things. It's a normal human thing. I really don't know what you want. I really don't know what he wants from a person that's 19, even though that he's later on going to try to say, well, you're like an adult. What does he want from a 19-year-old that just got hit in the face with information that his friend might be like a rapist? You probably be in shock, that you probably deny it, and you'll probably try to figure out what it actually is, whether or not it's rape, sexual assault, or maybe something different, and also get conclusions based off of the information that you have. And once again, you're going to be in denial. Not saying that it's good, not saying it's correct, but understanding that is the context that you would need instead of completely just going with it. Like I said before in my previous video, most people would react like that. I don't know anybody in the world who wouldn't react like that.
Age doesn't help either. You're 19 years old and you don't know about the concept of this. Like,
That's not what he said if you read it, but okay. Nice straw man, and confirms. Out of how many times, bro? Wait, no. I gotta actually go back and check how many times he couldn't read a sentence properly and then goes off into La La Land, because he did this exactly with me.
really, Jake? I really want to see both sides of this, but I only see myself leaning on one side. And now,
Like hell you do, bro. You're one of the most two-faced liars out there. You don't see that side. You changed your side. The rest is a whole bunch of gobbledygook moral grandstanding stuff, but if there's any lessons from these videos that I make, don't be like this guy. Actually understand the context of it and then make your conclusion. Don't randomly go on Twitter, which this guy seems to do, and then change your opinion. It's very sad that we have to do this, where it's like, hey, if you were told that one of your friends did something, how would you react? I don't know how I would react. I would be like, okay, you gotta give me evidence before I do anything. Maybe I'll be in denial like that. It's easy to say up on the internet, you should know, you should do this, you should be doing this and grandstand, but you don't actually know. And most people, when actually put into situations, react as this. We just gotta really stop morally grandstanding and then trying to be like, grab your pitchfork, you must hate him. It's really stupid. Don't be like him. Don't be like a parasocial loser. Please.